In this video, I'm going to talk about how there is no playbook, no answers for you to follow as you lead an innovating business. And so, what do you do? Well, if there's no guide, no playbook for you, and you're trying to carve a new path forward for you and your business, innovating something new in the world, there are 5 key inner resources that will help you to find and carve that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alessandra, Ali for short, and I'm a seasoned tech entrepreneur who co-founded a pioneering climate tech and crypto company. And now I work with founders in tech and innovation to help them to shift from burnout to empowered leaders. The path of a leader can be a relatively lonely one, and that can be really scary going into the unknown, especially if you're innovating and creating a new business, something the world has never seen before. And we're going to want validation that we're on the right path. But the thing is, no one can give you that validation. And it'd be really tough and really scary for new entrepreneurs who are passionate about a new idea. They see this change that can happen in the world. They see this improvement, but they're not sure how to get there. So the thing that you need to invest in the most is yourself and the inner resources to navigate uncharted territories, to be adaptable and comfortable with the uncertainty and the change that comes with the journey. And that's what I'll talk about within this video. As a young entrepreneur, as someone who's leading, trying to create something new in the world, innovating on AI, health tech, climate tech, it can be really challenging to show your vision to someone, have them be excited and understand the depth or even all the consequences that can come with the value of this thing being into the world. And that's okay. That is the role that you're in as a leader. So get used to it. I'm going to talk about the 5 inner resources that you need to hone, the 5 things that you should really look at so that you can discover and keep yourself anchored and moving, well, maybe not anchored, but moving forward in these uncharted waters, trying to get to where you're going. So number 1, accept that you will need to figure things out as you go. That is the shortest one that I will talk about in this video because it's so simple, but it's so foundational. Nothing else comes until we finally get to a point where first you acknowledge that there are no answers anywhere else and you will have to figure it out as you go. This is uncharted territory. It's the unknown, but you have the skills, the knowledge, the information. Our access to information in this day and age is incredible. There's no better time than now. There's no better person than you to do what you want to do. Number 2, stop looking for answers from other people. They don't have them. Release them of that burden. Instead, it's really important to recognize that the mentors, the investors, the friends, colleagues that you're working with on this journey will have their own opinion based off of things they've seen before. They might have their own experiences to share with you. They might understand a lot of tech history and examples of what happened with Tesla, SpaceX, Apple, and Microsoft. And that's really good information. You want to be completely empowered with knowledge of history. History is fantastic, but take it for what it is. It's history. This is you. This is now. None of those stories or the advice you are given is going to give you an answer, but they will be information for you to use to discover what to do next, what plan to have for your company, and what that path might look like as you go through the motions of discovering it. No one has the answers, but they have a lot of information. Be intelligent, take that information, be empowered with it, and then continue with the next step and discover your path forward. Number 3, know your values. Know your values as a person and know your values as an organization. Personal values will help you to stay anchored and grounded and understand your boundaries for what you are working towards, what you will tolerate, what you will not tolerate for yourself. This is absolutely key. If you're a leader, you need to understand who you are as a person, the values that you have, and what you stand for in this life. That is the number 1 thing. Then, when it comes to knowing your values, you also want to know the values of your organization. If you haven't done so yet, you really need to sit down as the founder or with your co-founders or your leadership team and revisit or start crafting what are the values by which you in your organization want to operate, live by, achieve this mission. This is really, really important. One of the things I had my co-founders and I do in our journey through Nori, the climate tech startup that I co-founded, was to address what are our values as a team. And the first year was pretty, rough. We had about 9 to 10 values. We posted them up around the world and they were helpful. But what was really useful was after working together and getting more experience under our belt, understanding what was working for us, what wasn't, we were able to whittle it down. And the co-founders, we got together and we addressed these values, reassessed, and whittled them down to 5. We wanted to be able to have people just rattle them off on one hand, counting to 5. So we had 5. And our set of values was an acronym that we could easily remember called HALAC. It was honesty above all else, assume best intentions. It's my favorite. Limit work in progress, act with the end in mind, and continuous improvement. Now, I'm not saying you need to copy these values for your own. I'm just sharing with you an example of what we did in our startup. Whenever there was a discussion about should we add this to the current sprint or customer development sprint, we would look back, are we limiting work in progress? There were so many ideas that came up. Let's do this marketing initiative. Let's partner with this company. But obviously, we only had limited resources, limited people, and limited time. The value of limiting work in progress was a key one that our founding CEO made sure we included, and I think it was the absolute right choice. How did we get to our 5 values? We looked at our challenges as an organization. Where were we getting wrapped up? Where were we weak? We had a lot of really smart, creative people, and we wanted to do too much in too little time. So limiting work in progress is an example of looking at the past and assessing what is a good value to have here. So another one that I really appreciated was assuming best intentions. And this value, I think we got from an example blog post of another tech company. Forgive me for forgetting what it was, that this was one of their key values that they stated. And I think this one is so beautiful because it really helps to remind you that you're going to have your own stories in your head about what the other person is doing. And they're usually not good ones, they're negative ones. So what you need to do is assume best intentions. And from that place, have a candid conversation, effectively communicate with them what you're observing, the stories you're making up, and ask questions that help clarify the situation and collaborate on how to move forward. So I could do a whole nother video on value setting. Maybe I will, depending on your responses to these videos. But that is just an example of how important it is for you to understand for yourself the values that you have for yourself, the values that you as an organization are setting forward, and how you want to operate as a business. And I will say that the key aspect for understanding your values is being super clear about them. Write them down somewhere in your journal. They should be printed and posted everywhere. They should be on your Notion homepage for your team page. Be very clear about what those values are, because that is how, as an organization, you fire and you hire, or hire and fire. Let's say it that way. So when you're assessing new candidates for a role, have on your scorecard, how do they match up to these values that we have as an organization? Do we feel that there's someone who's honest, or whatever those might be? And have those be criteria that you rate as you do your evaluation process. I can't explain to you how helpful this is. Trust me. And then it also makes it much clearer for you in the top situations where you need to let someone go, where things are not working. I'm assuming that performance is being communicated directly, the areas that need to be improved, etc. Discussion of performance and expectations is really important before you decide to let someone go, but also so are the values, right? So understanding and being very clear, having that part of your culture where you talk about them at all hands, where you talk about them within planning meetings, is really important, because then everybody knows this is how we operate. And it'll be really obvious when someone is not acting in accordance with those values. And it'll be very clear. And that actually helps to create a great amount of trust within your organization. When they see someone acting out those values and they're not being kept on the payroll, when they see that, okay, after a certain amount of time, that was caught and cut, trusting that candid communication and direct communication was had between the manager and that person, it creates a lot of trust of, okay, now I don't have to worry that they're firing everybody and they're going to let people go. No, it's clear because they saw that that person did not fit the values of the organization. And then for yourself, again, this is the one that I'm going to talk about the most, the resource in this list. I'm talking about the most because it's so important and multifaceted with the personal and the organizational. But from a personal standpoint, understanding your values helps you to walk away from situations that no longer serve you. Set your boundaries. So if there is pressure from the board to act in a certain way or to make certain judgment calls or decisions for the business, that is fine. You recognize that you bring those investors in as, no, part owners of this organization, but you don't have to stay if the company is moving in a different direction, if it's in a way that violates your values. And that's just one extreme example, but those values that you have for yourself help you to be the best version of you, be the leader you want to be because they're clear to you. You want to be a kind person. You want to be an honest person. And kindness doesn't mean niceness. I remember watching a Kind Bar commercial once, and it always stuck in my mind. And Kind Bar's like a fruit and nut snack bar, high in sugar, but it's pretty yummy and there's nothing fruit in it. They said being kind is not nice. I'm thankful to that creative team for that ad because it sticks in my mind all the time. Kindness is not about being nice. Oh, you did a great job. No, kindness, and Brené Brown says this is clear. It's being very clear. Hey, this isn't working. We agreed on this expectation. You were going to reach out to 100 prospects. It wasn't met. What do we need to fix this? That's kind is being clear. It's a little caveat there, but super important on the values of kindness. Number 4, know where you want to go. How are you going to get anywhere if you don't know where you want to go? So I'm assuming that you have a business or an innovation that you're working on that you want to bring to the world because you see this change coming into the world, whether it's more affordable healthcare for all, access to AI technologies that helps connect people around the world to solve crime, whatever it might be. There's so much room for creativity and improvement in our quality of life in all aspects of our society, social justice, environmental protection, etc. So when I say know where you want to go, it's really important that you understand I'm not talking about what revenue numbers you want to hit, how many employees you want to hire in X amount of time. Those are superficial goals. We could talk about those later. Those actually come with what is needed in different parts of your journey, what's appropriate. You could have guesses, but they're not really true goals. What your real goal is impact you want to have on the world. What is the mark you want to have, the change, the thing you want to bring into life? That is where you're going. Not a revenue target, not any other thing, not being Forbes 30 under 30. If that's where you're at, definitely check out the link in the description because we're going to need to have a couple talks to get you a little bit more clear on what you're really looking for, because focusing on those other things, those superficial targets, will not get you where you're going. I promise you, it's a feeling you're looking for. It's something deeper than those superficial things. Which is a great segue into number 5, be a scientist. And I'm not saying you actually have to get a degree or take any science classes. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, adopt the scientific method. Do love the scientific method. For those who don't understand it, in summary, it's I think this thing might happen if I do X thing. Let me perform a test. In that test, there's different variables, different situations. I'm going to create a whole other video on testing assumptions for a startup as you're trying to discover your path forward, like what is the right niche to focus on, the right audience, the value proposition, etc. I did this a lot for our company in the past. I love it. It's very analytical. It's very fun. It's like a puzzle that in time gets solved. So stay tuned for a separate video there. My point here is one of the biggest things here is to recognize that planning is everything, but plans mean nothing. The act of planning helps you to look at, hey, what do I have going on here? We're trying to hit this target, but we're missing the mark. Why is that? That curiosity, that introspection, that collaboration with your colleagues for planning what the next target is of who you need to hire, what things need to be done in the office is really, really important. But the plan that you have, while that is something you look towards, it cannot be the thing that you die over, because plans really don't mean anything. They're just targets. They need to be focused in the right direction. So we say you want to create this new innovating health tech company. It helps you to know you're going there. So as you're iterating on your plans to achieve this target, okay, we're going in this direction. We're not headed in the opposite direction. We're not creating climate solutions, which actually maybe, because there's a lot of tie between health and climate. But I think you understand my point, is you have to know where you're headed. The plans are useful tools to iterate, but they are not the most important part. The most important part is to constantly iterate. And that's why I say employ the scientific method, because you're going to have a ton of assumptions. almost everything you have on your plate right now and your strategy is built off of a card tower of assumptions. Lean over, blow it, it won't fall right over. So what we want to do is maybe replace that stack of cards with Legos where they don't fall. And you can imagine each card as an assumption. If we're stacking cards and creating a card pyramid, it's an assumption. I assume that our customers are corporate VPs in HR. And we're selling them the next card that you stack against that is the marketing language we're giving them addressing this value. But there might be 10 different value props you want to lead with. In another video, I'll talk about how to go through this systematically so that you don't lose your mind. The key here is to recognize you have built a card tower of assumptions. You need to test them, and then you can replace them with Lego blocks. It's a rough analogy, but I think you understand what I'm saying. So be scientific. Check out my next video about how to address your assumptions, replace those assumptions with validated facts, the different components of your business. In the scientific method, it's really important to recognize that you change one variable at a time in a test. You don't want to go in there. Let's say you tested a campaign with VPs in hiring, and then with the value proposition of helping them to find candidates quicker, finding them on LinkedIn, and then say, okay, that didn't work, so let's change it all. Let's go after the directors, tell them that we're helping them with vetting candidates, and reach out to them on Twitter. That's not how that works. You want to change only one variable and see how it affects the results, and repeat and repeat. So scientific method, planning, iterating, super important. These are the 5 inner resources that you need, or practices you need to foster in yourself as a person, as a leader, and it's all of it's highly iterative. I want that to be something that you take away is this needs to be done regularly. Acknowledging and reminding yourself on a daily basis within multiple times within a minute, oh wait, there is no answer. I'm looking for an answer. I'm looking for this person to validate me. Oh, they can't provide that for me. I got to figure it out on my own. On a quarterly basis, you'll want to check your tests and the plans you set with your team. See what you need, one variable you need to change in those tests. Iterate, right? Your values, those might change a lot less frequently, maybe every year. On your birthday or New Year's is a wonderful time for people to reflect. What are my values? What am I looking for? What am I looking to create in my life as a person? And then as a leader of your organization, what are the things that we need to change within the organization culturally? Are our values still accurate? Are our values still appropriate to where we are now? Do we need to change them? Is there anything we've learned since we've created them? This is really important. Set a schedule for yourself. Remind yourself these are things that will help you to discover your path through these uncharted territories. And eventually you will get to where you're looking to go. And you will find the right people along the way who are attracted to your values, to your vision. Anybody else who's not interested in joining your boat, that's fine. You're going to get there. You're going to set up a whole new colony. And people are going to flock to your new land of wonderful innovation, whatever that might be. So that's it for the video. I hope you found it helpful. Please make sure to like the video on the like button. And if you like content like this, want to see more of it, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, feedback, questions, concerns, comment the video. I would love to see your comments. By the way, if you're a leader who's feeling stuck, disempowered, or lost, and not knowing where to go, feeling burnt out, and you want to shift and get into empowerment, clarity, check out the link in my description below. It's nothing fancy, just some information to explain to you what I do with the founders that I work with. I would love to hear from you. Totally up to you if you want to click it. I encourage it, and that resonated though. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I really enjoy making these videos for you. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Blessings to all. Take care. Asterisk, asterisk. Elon Musk's playbook won't work for you. Here's what will asterisk, asterisk.
In this episode, Alessandra Ali, a seasoned tech entrepreneur and co-founder of a pioneering climate tech and crypto company, addresses the challenges of leading an innovating business without a playbook. Ali discusses the importance of investing in oneself and highlights 5 essential inner resources that help entrepreneurs navigate uncharted territories: accepting uncertainty, relying on personal judgment, knowing personal and organizational values, having a clear vision, and adopting a scientific method for iteration and discovery. This video is crucial for new entrepreneurs and innovators looking to create impactful change in the world. 0 o'clock introduction. Navigating Uncharted Business Territories. 036, The Lonely Path of Leadership. 102, Invest in Yourself. Key Inner Resources. 159, Resource 1, Embrace Uncertainty. 233, Resource 2, Seek Information, not Answers. 345, Resource 3, Define Your Values. 1106, Resource 4, Know Your Destination. 1243, Resource 5, Adopt the Scientific Method. 1642, Conclusion and Final Thoughts. 1826, Engage with the content asterisk. Asterisk, asterisk, Elon Musk's playbook won't work for you. Here's what will asterisk, asterisk. If you're building something truly innovative, Elon Musk's playbook won't work for you, and here's why. In this episode, Alessandra, a seasoned tech entrepreneur and coach, reveals the truth about leading a business when there's no roadmap to follow. Ale breaks down the 5 asterisk essential inner resources and practices asterisk every founder needs to navigate uncharted territory and turn bold ideas into reality. 1. Asterisk asterisk embrace uncertainty asterisk asterisk. Accept that no one has the answers, and you'll need to figure it out as you go. 2. Asterisk asterisk seek information, not answers asterisk asterisk stop relying on mentors or competitors for solutions. Use their insights as data, not directions. 3. Asterisk asterisk define your values asterisk asterisk get clear on your personal and organizational values to guide decisions and set boundaries. 4. Asterisk asterisk know your destination asterisk asterisk focus on the impact you want to make, not superficial goals like revenue targets or headcount. 5. Asterisk asterisk adopt the scientific method asterisk asterisk treat your business like an experiment. Test, iterate, and evolve. Whether you're in climate tech, AI, or any groundbreaking industry, this video will give you the mindset shift you need to stop chasing other people's strategies and start trusting yourself. Asterisk asterisk timestamps. Asterisk asterisk 0 o'clock introduction. Navigating Uncharted Business Territories. 036, The Lonely Path of Leadership. 102, Invest in Yourself. Key Inner Resources. 159, Resource 1, Embrace Uncertainty. 233, Resource 2, Seek Information, not Answers. 345, Resource 3, Define Your Values. 1106, Resource 4, Know Your Destination. 1243, Resource 5, Adopt the Scientific Method. 1642, Conclusion and Final Thoughts. 1826, Engage with the content asterisk. Asterisk asterisk, let me know in the comments. Which of these 5 inner resources do you need to develop most right now? If you're ready to lead your startup without feeling like you're constantly running on empty, check out the link below. No cheesy pitches, just a clear path to building a business and life that you actually love. https://commonchaos.com/ops/break-free-from-burnout-call/. Asterisk asterisk follow me for more tips. Get more insights on leading with confidence over on Instagram. https://www.instagram.com/commonchaos/. Asterisk asterisk subscribe asterisk asterisk for more insights on how to scale your business without burning out. Asterisk asterisk feeling stuck in your business. Check out the link in the description to learn how I help founders like you shift from burnout to empowered leadership.